outside. TT, two-turn baby girl, you know me. Still with the dogs that I grew beside. All the niggas round me, hide in the dark. Gotta watch the time, cause it's flying right by. I'm outside in an AMG.
What's up, guys? I'm back with another video. I have something special for you guys today. So as you can see, we're in my bathroom. If you watch my videos a lot, you know that being in my bathroom probably means we're doing my makeup, and that's definitely what we're doing. But in honor of me being bald for a year and like a month and some change now, I wanted to talk a little bit about how that experience has been and what it's like being bald as a 23-year-old. So the way I want to do this is I'm gonna say like one thing that I learned or how the year of being bald has been per step of my makeup, if that makes sense. So I think I have like 8 steps in my everyday makeup routine. So I'm gonna tell you guys like 8 things that I learned being bald. The first step of my makeup routine is to use primer. I use this Power Grip primer from e.l.f. I've never used another primer, so I would have to say it's pretty good considering I have nothing to compare it to. So I don't really use foundation though, so when I do my primer, I just do like a small little dot like that, not a lot. And I boop, 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 mix it or whatever, and then the only places I put it is where I'm putting my makeup. So I put blush on, so I put it like where I'm gonna put my blush, and then I put it under my eyes because I put on concealer. And that's pretty much it. So that's for step 1. So the first thing that I've learned after being bald for a year is that people mostly only care about themselves. So by this, I mean, whenever I first decided that I wanted to stop wearing wigs, I was really concerned about like how people were gonna see me or like what people would think of me. I felt like I was gonna get stared at like crazy in public and people would look at me like I'm stupid or something. But it's literally been the opposite. Like nobody cares. Like it's like I almost wish people cared like even a little bit more, but no, literally nobody cares. So that's a blessing. If you were like me and you're scared to do something, people aren't gonna care as much as you care. I'll say that. Step number 2 is to use this Pro Conceal concealer in the orange shade. My under eyes are so dark. I don't know if it's genetic or what. I feel like they're super thin. Because whenever I put product, like I started trying out this new toner. Whenever I put product under my eyes, it like burns. I think it's super thin and sensitive right there. But it's also super dark and I feel like it makes me look like I'm tired all the time, even when I'm not. So I use a tiny little bit of concealer. A little bit goes a long way with this, I've learned. So I just do like 2 little swipes like that. And then I blend it out. And the second thing I've learned since being bald for a year, okay, it's so hard to like do your makeup and talk and like know what you're talking about at the same time. I don't know how the girlies on TikTok do it, but I'm gonna finish and then I'll tell you guys the second thing, cause okay, I feel like that helps with some of the darkness. The second thing that I've learned this year is that people assume a lot. People assume a lot. I haven't gotten many cancer comments, but I've gotten a couple. And like, I don't know. I just don't like that assumption. I don't like when people assume that I have cancer or assume that I have any other sickness or disease just because I'm bald. Because I think that that's its own struggle. And I just don't like that assumption from people. If somebody wants to know like why I'm bald, I would rather them come up to me and ask, because 9 times out of 10, I'm just gonna tell them and we can like have a conversation from there. But I don't like when people assume. I had this one time, last year, my friends and I were at the fair, and we were getting food from the fair, and the lady assumed that I have cancer, so she told me she was gonna give me a free meal. And I don't know, you can say what you want. That doesn't sit right with me. I'm not gonna take free meals for something I don't have, even if she wanted to give it to me because I'm bald. Like, it's nothing special. I don't know. I just don't like the assumptions. So that is one like big thing that does bother me. My mom has told me that people have asked her if I'm sick or X, Y, and Z. Like, I just don't like the assumptions. If you want to know, come ask me, duh. But so yeah, that's the second thing I've learned, that people assume a lot. And when you assume, fill in the blank. If you know, you know. So step number 3, after I, what's it called? Color correct. I don't know why I'm having a brain fart today. After I color correct, I conceal under my eyes. I use Tarte Shape Tape. The ultra creamy one is actually very nice. I accidentally bought it, but I actually really like it. And it's in the shade Deep Sand. So I just take it. By the way, this is not a makeup tutorial. I am not a makeup guru. I'm still learning myself. So do with that what you will. But I just do what works for me. Which I take the concealer like that on both sides, just to get rid of the darkness under my eyes. Then I let that sit for a minute, and while I let that sit, the third thing that I've learned after being bald for a year is that hair keeps you very, very warm, okay? I have always been super hot-natured. Like, ask my parents or anybody that like really knows me. I will freeze you out because I can't stand, like, I don't want to be, you know, like, if it's hot in the car, I'll get overstimulated. I can't sleep if I'm too hot. Like, I love to have a fan on. I just absolutely love it. Please hold because it's burning. That concealer is like the perfect, I feel, shade for me. Like, I get no flashback. It looks like my skin color. It's just so good. I love that concealer. Oh, I love a concealer that's my skin color. I find that when I get one that's like brightening and like too light, the flashback is crazy. The flashback is stupid, okay? So I like one that matches my skin color. As I was saying, I'm naturally hot-natured. Once I stopped wearing wigs, I am always freezing cold. Like, right now I'm in my house, I'm wearing long sleeves because I'm just like cold. Like, I have to keep a hat, at least one in my car, at least one, I try and keep one in my purse. I have a bin specifically just for beanies because like during this time, I am freezing. If I walk outside without a hat on, I feel like my head is going to freeze off. Like, it's that serious. It's that serious. And I've also just like colder now than I used to be. It just makes the world of a difference. It really does. I did not realize how much heat hair holds, especially wigs. Oh my gosh, I used to be so hot. But now I'm like always freezing. So that's something I would say. Don't be like me and start going bald in the winter time. That's what I did this time last year. I decided I wanted to go bald when it was literally freezing outside. So I had to learn that the hard way. But yes, hair keeps you very warm. So I've had to find other ways to stay warm. Step number 4 is to bake. Well, at least what I think is baking. I don't fully know what I'm doing, but this is a loose powder. I just got it from Marshall's. And what I do, tell me if you are a beauty guru watching this, please let me know how to do this correctly. But I just take my beauty blender. Well, first, make sure there's no creases. I crease really bad. But first, I take my beauty blender. Boop, boop, boop. I dip it in there. I tap the excess off of my hand. And then I just go under my eye like that. And I've noticed that this has really helped with my creasing. like that. And that also helps me not look so oily. I kind of like the powdery look over the oily look. But yeah, I just let it sit for like 10 seconds or something. And then I just brush it off. And I feel like it just makes such a big difference. Yeah, just brush it off like so. Period. How's it looking? Okay. Oh, I almost forgot. The fourth thing that I've learned this year is that there's way more to life than how you look. I feel like before I went bald, I was just so like, oh, but what if I look like this? What if blah, blah, blah? Literally, who cares? It hasn't stopped me from doing anything that I loved. If anything, it's made doing the things that I love even better. Like now, when I'm working out or when I'm at the pool, when I'm swimming, doing whatever, I don't have to worry about, ooh, can I run on the treadmill? Is my wig gonna fly off? Ooh, I can't go in the pool. Like, I can't go in the ocean. I can't go in the pool because my hair, like, wearing the wigs, I think, was limiting me way more than without. So there's way more to life than how you look. And I personally would rather be doing the things that I love versus be so worried about how I looked. Because yeah, the people that loved me before still love me. And it's just not that big of a deal. There's so much more to life. There's so much more to life. I know that it's like hard because it's like your physical appearance, but at the end of the day, it doesn't matter as much as one might think. For step number 5, I go in with this blush from Juvia's Place. This is the Volume 1 palette. Oh, I love these two blushes. I usually use the orange one. I found that, I don't know, I think orange blush looks really nice on my skin tone. So, but I like it to not, hold on. I like it to not look like I'm wearing so much because it shows up. It's very pigmented. It looks super pretty. So I just do like once, maybe twice sometimes. Okay. This is the side with blush. This is the side without. Can you tell the difference? I don't think you can in this mirror, but I can tell the difference in my mirror. I don't think you can tell the difference. Tell me if you can, but oh. Nice. The 5th thing that I've learned after being bald for a year is that being different is such a beautiful thing. Like, I think that's something that I wasn't necessarily expecting before I decided to stop wearing wigs. I have met some amazing people literally just because I'm bald. Because people see I'm bald and they talk to me more. I get a lot of comments, a lot of people stopping me and asking me questions and stuff. And I met some really cool people. And I've learned some really cool things literally just from being bald. So there's so much beauty and so much life in being different. And it also inspires others to be different is what I've learned. Like, for example, I was at Publix the other day getting groceries and one lady stopped me and she was like, oh my gosh, like, you just walking past me bald is my confirmation that I can do it too. And like, I don't know, that was just so beautiful to me. It's just such a beautiful thing to be different and to not care and to do your thing. It's just so beautiful. I absolutely love it. So that's my 5th thing. My 6th step is to use this mascara from Essence Lash Princess. I only bought it because it was pretty cheap. I don't like to spend that much on makeup because I'm not great at it. Like, this is my practice makeup. When I get better, maybe I can blow some bands on some makeup. But for right now, this is what we got. It's good though. I also low-key don't really have that much lashes. So I don't know why I do mascara, but I kind of like how it looks. See, can you see that? I don't know if you can. I've got a little bit of lashes. Not that much, but a little bit. So the sixth thing I've learned after being bald for a year is that I love being low maintenance. Oh my gosh, not having to worry about, maybe this is just the lazy side of me. I'm not always lazy, but maybe this is just the lazy side of me. I love being low maintenance. Oh my gosh, I love not having to do my hair. I love not having to do my eyebrows either because they're microbladed. So I just wake up and go, like my eyebrows are always just perfect. I don't have to do anything with them. But especially doing my hair, like that used to be so, especially doing a wig every day. I would take my wig off and put it back on every single day because I didn't like to sleep in them. So doing that in the morning used to be the worst part of my morning, honestly. Like I used to hate doing that. I already, first of all, didn't know how to do it that well. So that was already a problem. And then just having to do it was just like, eh. So not having to worry about it and just get up and go. I put a little shea butter on my head sometimes when I remember. But because I've realized that like when I scratch my head, if I have an itch, it kind of shows up. Can you see that? So I've had to remind myself to put a little shea butter on so it doesn't do that because that's a little embarrassing. But not having to worry about doing hair, top tier. So top tier. I absolutely love it. I think I was just like meant to be bald because I just can't. Like I'm fine. Step number 7 is eyeliner. I've had this eyeliner for so long, but with eyeliner, hold on, I can't talk. I literally just do a little bit on my waterline and then call it a day because that's just what I do. The 7th thing that I have learned is that I'm a lot stronger than I give myself credit for. I'm gonna get a little sappy for a moment here. Whenever I first got alopecia and I would see women bald, I always low-key envied them because I was like, how can you do that and I can't? Until one day I realized, literally I'm stopping me. Nobody's stopping me. Nobody was stopping me. I was stopping myself. So that's when I decided, let me just try it out. I won't know till I try it. If I try it and I hate being bald, I can always go back to wearing wigs. And it ended up being the best thing for me. Now I never want to see a wig ever again. At least that's the stage I'm in right now in my life. So the last step of my makeup routine is to use some setting spray. I usually use this e.l.f. one. I low-key like it better, but it's kind of empty. It's very empty. There's no product. I don't know why the bottle's still in my drawer. But so I think I got this one in like a gift from Ulta. So I just started using it. I don't love it, but we go with what we have. Oh, hold on. Hello? I think it's empty. Oh. Okay. I need some more setting spray, period. Do I have another bottle? Wait. Why do I have all these bottles of setting spray that are empty? What the heck? Let's see. Yep, very empty. All right. Well, I got a little on there. Let's see if I can get some more. Nope, okay, that's cool. Breathe. Well, after that half step, the 8th thing that I've learned this year after being bald is that you literally, this goes for anybody out there, not just people dealing with alopecia, just anybody. You inspire others when you're yourself. And that's one of the biggest lessons I've learned. That's my biggest takeaway. And that's why I do what I do, quite honestly. That's why I love being a support group leader. That's why season 1 of my videos were the way they are, because I hope that somebody going through the same thing that I went through is able to see me as an inspiration, that they can do the things that they're scared of doing, or that they've put limiting beliefs on themselves about doing, or whatever the case may be. You are a lot better than you think. The only thing stopping you is literally you. But that's all I have for today's video. If you liked it, please let me know. This is my final makeup look. Let me do a thumbnail. Thank you guys so much for watching. Do you guys like my makeup? Okay, so it's already messed up. I love when that happens. But if you guys have any makeup tips for me, I'm also accepting those, because I do need a little help. I'm teaching myself how to do my makeup this year, so I'm gonna be better. I'm gonna keep getting better. That's why I just do it every day, so that I can like keep learning what works for me and everything. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in next week's vid. Peace.
Right outside, TT.